got to get your hearts going.
My hearts. I like hearts. Get my water.
Okay, got it?
All right. Here we go. I see Ms. D joined. It says we're notifying people that you're live. Hello, Miss Ethel. Hello, hello. I'm gonna grab some cards. I don't have any over here. Good morning, Kayla. I usually do a few cards while I'm waiting for people to join and before I start bringing up spirits. So let me grab some. What are we feeling today for cards? Let's see here. Let me see. I have. Are y'all ready? Let's choose which ones I'm going to use today. I have the Angel Tarot. I have the Sacred Forest. Or I have Angels and Ancestors. What are y'all feeling? Number one is upside down. Angels Tarot, that's number one. Number two is the Sacred Forest. And number three is Angels and Ancestors. What are y'all feeling? Start voting. 1, 2. Looks like y'all are feeling 3. Angels and Ancestors. Well, let's go. Let's do it. I know someone else just said number 1. You love the Sacred Forest. Oh. Number 3 was Angels and Ancestors. I think that's what I've been using. And someone else. Well, we'll rotate through them. How's that sound? All right. Let's see. Who was the first one to comment? Let's see. Kayla Ann. Thank y'all for the heart. I appreciate you. Kayla Ann was the first one to comment, so she's going to get a card. She was the first one to say good morning. Good morning, Kayla Ann. Let's see what kind of card we have for you right now. Let's see. Oh, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is about taking note of your intuitive messages. I was just this morning starting to record my next series. When y'all see these people put series and information out on TikTok, it does take some time. So I was putting the next one out, and I was really talking about the clairs and how I get information. And this is really what the Moon card is about, is listening to your intuition. And, everyone believes in gut instinct. That's what your intuition is. Go with your gut. When your gut is telling you something, then I'll always tap into these cards intuitively too. Like, why did Kayla get that card? I'm hearing, Kayla, that there is someone currently in your life who is gaslighting you, and so you want to make sure that you are listening to your gut in that situation and not having them tell you that you're wrong, basically. All right, let's see here. Renee said that she would love a card. Did you vote, Renee? I was going to try to get, okay. Sissy said she wanted 2, which was a Sacred Forest. Hopefully I keep these straight. All right, I haven't used a Sacred Forest in a while, but I love this one. Okay, let's see what Miss Sissy got for the good morning, Sissy. She said that. Okay, let's see what Sissy's getting for the Sacred Forest. Oh, okay. It's the Frog Spirit, which is renewal. Look how beautiful. This is just a renewal of energy, a renewal of your path, a renewal of you. Something you really have to pay attention to when you are in transition and you are renewing is to understand you are not the same person you were yesterday, thank goodness, or last year, that we all are capable of changing, and that's what it's about being on this planet. So let go of the preconceived notion, Sissy, of who people think you are and who people are telling you you are. All right. Dalia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, had voted for 3, so we're going to give her 1 out of 3. The Angel Tarot deck. Okay, let's see what we got for Dalia. hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And then we'll get on to spirits. For everyone joining, I'm just reading some cards. I usually do this as I'm waiting for people to join. Just kick us off in the morning. Okay, so the card I have for you is the Page of Cups. The cups are really about love and relationships. The page is about starting a new relationship. Now, this doesn't always mean a love relationship. It can frequently mean a friendship. And when I tap into this intuitively, I'm hearing that there is a friendship that you already have that is going to start deepening, and make sure you lean into that. This is someone in your life, I'm hearing, that is no, I had to laugh because I just finished, like I said, recording that thing. I was talking about clairaudience, and you can tell when someone is using clairaudience because they say, I am hearing. And that's what I just said. I am hearing. That means I was getting the information clairaudiently. So I'm hearing that there is someone who is currently in your life who you're friends with, and you have been kind of unsure about them, but that friendship is about to deepen. So make sure you're allowing space for that to happen. All right. Becky Rose says she loves the sacred forest. So let's give her a sacred forest. Do you read the sacred forest? You said it like you already know about that deck. It's a Denise, I think it's a Denise Lynn deck. Yeah, a Denise Lynn deck. So let's see what this, right here. I knew it was the energy was starting to slow down. Oh, Wise Woman in the Grove. The Wise Woman in the Grove card is really about, it's called grace. So you have to think about that. Some of the most wise people, I want you all to think about this for a moment, are the least judgmental. Have y'all noticed that? Some of the wisest people around us are the ones that are the least judgmental. They have learned that lesson hard about the importance of issuing grace, not only to themselves, but people around them. And when I'm tapping into this card, Becky, I'm hearing that this grace is for you to start offering yourself more grace. There is someone who had a big influence on your life that they weren't outwardly judgmental. They weren't outwardly, just pointing their finger at people and being really loud about it. But it was like everything they said kind of had a negative energy to it. And that really, you fight against that when it comes to other people, but not necessarily with yourself. So make sure, Miss Becky, that you are really offering yourself grace and love, and to know that when we aren't judging people, that includes judging ourselves. We accept ourselves and our own mistakes and know that there are no real mistakes. There are just lessons learned. Thank you for letting me read that deck. Hello. Mother Earth Oracle. Which card? Which deck? 1, 2, or 3? D, should I pull for Mother Earth Oracle? 1, 2, or 3? 2. 2 was Sacred Forest. I was like, which one was 2? I had to lay them out 1, 2, and 3, so I didn't forget. All right, Mother Earth. Let's see what we got here. It says Sacred Forest. Oh, okay. The card I pulled for you was Wood Nymph, and it's about beauty. But this is not about outward beauty. This is about being able to see the beauty in all things. This is about being able to see the beauty in the worst situations. We all go through times in our lives where we struggle with this. And so yesterday, I have, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but, I had stage 4 cancer. When you have stage 4 cancer, you live from scan to scan. And I was like, do you ever get rid of that anxiety of coming up on scans or tests? So I don't have scans till next month, but I have a test this month, a tumor marker test. And so I felt my anxiety coming up on it. Instead, I was like, you know what? I am so thankful that this test is available to me. I am so thankful that I live in an age where not only do I have access to great medical care, I also have access to great homeopathic care. And so I find myself, I was feeling anxiety over the situation. And so instead of sitting in that anxiety, I decided to just, what is beautiful in that situation? So Mother Earth, this is also what I'm hearing for you. And there have been some people sitting, I hear also Mother Earth Oracle that you are crazy high vibrational. You have some tremendous power that you are sitting on. So make sure, and I was like, what is causing you to not tap into this power? I'm hearing imposter syndrome, which comes to this beauty card. What is the imposter syndrome? I'm hearing you say, why me? Why me? Why, can I really do this? Sit in the beauty of your own soul, Mother Earth. Sit into the beauty of who you are. When you find yourself judging yourself, which, woe is me, you tap into, what do I have to be thankful for? Sit in the beauty of it, because you have some beautiful energy going on. All right, so I see you commenting, Dee. Are people asking for spirits?
No, I was just supposed to say you're going to do that next.
Okay. I didn't know if someone was like complaining that they wanted spirits. Okay, one more card. I'm going to do one for Judy. I'm pulling from Angels and Ancestors for her. Miss Judy, this card is Stargazer. It's about setting your sights higher. So whenever you see this card, sometimes we settle. We set our sights short because we don't think we're capable. But you know what? You let the universe open up. You create space and let the universe deliver. What I'm hearing, Judy, is there has been space created in your life recently. You either have had relationships drop off, or you've had a job drop off. The first thing we want to do whenever we have space created in our life is to fill it. Fill it with anything. Fill it with food, fill it with a party, fill it with a friend who's not in our highest and best and good. Instead, Miss Judy, sit with that space for a moment and just thank the universe for delivering its best and allow them to do so. This card is about setting your sights higher. Sometimes the only way to set our sights higher is to allow the universe to deliver it, because we can't even see that high. All right. Thank you, Miss Judy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's roll into some spirits. You want to do some spirits? Everyone is like, absolutely. That's why we're here. My desk is a mess. I just don't like to put things away. Do y'all ever do that? Thank y'all. Dee witnessed it the other day. I had something called a soul plan that I had planned for. I plan for those. When you book a soul plan with me, there's a lot of background work that goes into it. I sit with it well before. Why is my fan not turning on? I sit with it well before. I make notes, and I couldn't find one. So someone had scheduled it, and then they rescheduled it for another time, and I couldn't find it. And so here we were just a few hours out from it. I had it later in the afternoon. I had to recreate it. And that's what happens. I thought I had a file called Upcoming Soul Plans. So you would think I would have put it in that file, right? You would think that's where it would be, in Upcoming Soul Plans. But no, it was not. All right. So let's get going on to... thank you. Someone said I look beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all are getting me early in the day. I just put my makeup on. I was live last night, and I'm sure you wouldn't have been saying that. I was looking rough. It was later. I'd had the grandbabies. It was something else. All right. We're going to start with some spirit-led. Who's going to be first to kick us off here? All right. The first gentleman I have stepping up here is a young man. This young man is showing me riding a four-wheeler. And I'm hearing the word mudding. So not only did he like to ride a four-wheeler, he liked to go mudding, like go in the mud. He is showing me a love for wearing his baseball cap backwards. And I'm seeing longer hair out of this cap. I mean, not as long as mine, but I'm seeing hair sticking out of the cap. So this kid had, a little bit longer hair, not a buzz cut. He was also stocky. And I'm hearing an R name around him. When I say him, I'm hearing an R name around him. It doesn't necessarily need to be their name. It can be someone who is around him. I want to thank everyone who is sharing and liking my live. I so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It helps me in the algorithm. I appreciate you. Yes, Dee is right. If this spirit is yours, please put that he's yours in the comments. You know, this kid is showing me, I know he was a young man. He's a kid to me. He's drinking a beer. And, you know, he's just showing me a lot of guys around him. He was someone who liked to hang with his buddies. He liked the girls, don't get me wrong, but he really was about liking the guys. He just never had found a young lady who really captured his attention, his heart. He corrected me. He found plenty of them that captured his attention, but he had not found one that captured his heart. Hey, I'm going back to this R name. I'm hearing like Rick or Richard, something like that. Like I'm hearing R-I, Rick or Richard. Okay, so let me recap this gentleman. He is showing me he's showing me riding a four-wheeler. I'm hearing an R name around him, like R-I, Rich or Richard. And he's calling this mudding, and he is also showing me being out with his buddies, sitting around a bonfire. He has shown me that several times. That's actually how I knew he liked beer, is he's sitting around the bonfire at night with his buddies, popping a cold one, he says. It is a can, not a glass, in which I asked him, so why is this so significant? And he's letting me know it was cheap beer. It was cheaper. He wore his cap backwards a lot, and I'm seeing hair sticking out from under it, so he certainly did not have a crew cut. He had longer hair about him. He is a stocky guy. He hung out with his buddies a lot. He is showing me that he had never met a young lady who had really stolen his heart. Though he liked to look at young ladies, he thought they were very pretty, and he hung out with them. He had never really gotten serious. Oh, you know what? He is showing me that early on, he had had his heart broken, and it had kind of stunted him when it came to relationships. It made him a little bit leery of that. All right, does this young man belong to anyone? I am not seeing anyone. Aw, thank you, Designer Roadkill. I'm not sure how I feel about that name. That's kind of funny. Designer Roadkill. I like that. Not sure what it means, but it's very funny. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone claiming this kid. Is no one claiming this kid? All right. Alan, mom of three, I'm about to ask you, I was going to ask you to go live, and you can't go live. I'm surprised. You're on my lives a lot. Okay, real quick, I'm going to read your DJ. I know her DJ pretty well. Okay, so when I know a spirit pretty well, when I've read them several times, I always ask them to give me something I don't know. Just, again, to prove to Miss Allen Mom that I have her son. He keeps bringing me to the month of August, Allen Mom. So I'm not sure what is this about August. Why is he bringing my attention to August? There is something significant about August, he is saying. He's also showing me a boat. Are you about to go on a boat ride? Miss Allen Mom, are you still here? Oh, it's your birthday. All right, thank you very much. All right, so for those of you listening, I have read her son several times. His name is DJ, which I think's David Jr. or something. So I know him pretty well. I knew that was going to be a quick read for me because I've known him so well. But I said, give me something that I don't know. And he brought me to August. I was like, okay, what's important about August? And it's his mom's birthday. Also, I said, he's showing me a boat. What is significant about a boat? So, I'm getting chills now. This young man just, so Alan Mom, which is DJ's mom, said his sister just got engaged on a cruise. So that's why I was seeing a boat. And I knew it was something because he wasn't showing me her riding in a boat, like his mom riding in a boat. He was showing me a boat. I was like, what is this about? So, Alan, Mom, know that your boy is still around you and he is doing a really good job of proving that. Talking about your birthday, he is saying, Mom, I will be around you on your birthday. And I was like, why are you being so specific about your mother's birthday? And he is saying that you used to make your birthdays a big deal because of everyone else wanting them to be a big deal. Like, not only did you make everyone's birthday a big deal, Alan, Mom, you also had a celebration for yourself just because you knew everyone expected it. Like, you're like, yeah, whatever, it's my birthday. But because you knew everyone expected you to have a big celebration, it was more about them. Again, even on your birthday, you were thinking about other people instead of yourself. You always made it a big deal. And then let his sister know that he is so happy for her. He really likes the fiance. So please let her know that. All right. Thank you, Miss Allen, Mom. I'm going to recap this young man. I was like, who am I? Good. That's why I make notes. I'd already forgotten who I was reading. Okay. This young man is showing me he's on a four-wheeler. I'm hearing an R-I name associated with him with like Ricky or Richard. And he's showing me going mudding. He is wearing his cap backwards and I'm seeing longer hair hanging out of his cap. He is stocky. He is showing me hanging out by the bonfire drinking with his buddies. It was one of his favorite pastimes. He did, of course, enjoy the ladies. He had just gotten his heart broken early on, and so he was not currently in a relationship because he was kind of leery. It got him good. You know, I don't know why he is all of a sudden showing me being in a fight. I see someone pushing him, and this kid was never going to start a fight, but he is certainly saying he would finish it. So he is showing me being in a fist fight. I'm not sure what the significance is of that. Okay, Miss Brenda, you said you had a cousin named Rodney that passed. Does the other information fit him? Oh, I was going to ask you to go live, but you must have a private account. If you have a private account, I can't ask you to go live. You certainly have enough people. All right, Miss Brenda. Okay, kind of. Okay, this is where I wish you could go live so we could talk this out so I can understand what this kind of means. Oh, so someone says that you can request to go live. Thank you, Miss Devon. So Brenda, can you request to go live, please, even though you have a private account? Someone said that you can request to go live, so can you request to go live with me and I'll just accept? I'm not sure if that's possible. Someone said she's asking, can she change that? You can. Let's ask my followers because I am not tech savvy. How does she, if she sees the multi-guest button? Okay, you can select the multi-guest button at the bottom. Thank you, Devin. So Brenda, do you have a multi-guest button? What it is it's an outline of a person in pink and one in blue, and it says plus guests. Thank y'all. This is someone said they love my shirt. That it's one of my favorites because I got it for $6 from Maurice's. Don't y'all love those kind of sales when you happen upon a great sell and you get a good one? All right, let's see if I'm not seeing. I don't think Brenda has changed her account, so we will just read her. I would just read her without her going live. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did she request? Oh, look at you, Miss Brenda. Hey, look at you, Brenda, being all tech savvy. Good on you. I'm impressed right now, Miss Brenda.
Hello.
Hi, where are you located? Where are you located?
I am in Iowa.
Oh, you're right across the river from me. Did you know I was in Nebraska?
No, I did not.
Right outside of Omaha in Bellevue.
Nice.
Yeah, what part of Iowa?
About 10 minutes from the Minnesota border.
Oh, so you're still quite a ways from me, but
Yeah.
still.
Yep.
All right. So now you said this could be your cousin. Which part of it didn't fit?
the girl.
Okay, so he had a girlfriend?
Yeah, at the time. But I don't know that they were together, but so I don't know the whole situation with them, but
Okay.
she was pregnant when he passed.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now what, Brenda, for everyone watching, is I had said that he hung out with his buddies a lot and he is showing me getting his heart broken. So I didn't feel like he was currently in a relationship. So this is where I was like, okay, we need to get to the bottom of this. Brenda, I need to talk to you. Um, did you know, okay, was he the type of kid who like hung out with his buddies almost too much?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure all the women on here can appreciate when you're dating someone or you're with someone and they're constantly putting their buddies in front of you. And that's basically what I was seeing. And that's why I assumed he wasn't seeing anyone, is because he just showed me always hanging out with his buddies. Now, Brenda, he died suddenly. He's letting me know he passed suddenly.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, he had shown me getting in a fist fight. Do you know what that's about?
I don't I'd heard something about a fist fight, but I mean he was one to fight.
Okay, very good. Very
Yeah.
good. That is perfect that you know that he is one to fight. So either
Yeah.
you had heard something about a fight or he was one to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't
Yeah.
take much. He had a very short fuse.
Yeah, he had a very quick temper.
Yes, yes, yes. Now he is talking about his mother. Do you know his mother well?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I always say don't pass along a message unless someone believes in mediumship. If they do, he is wanting his mom to know that he is the one who has been messing with her. So she has wondered, things have been happening around her house are just kind of odd, and she has wondered if it is her son, and it is.
Okay.
Also, she talks to him all the time. He
Yep.
wants her to know that he can hear her, whether she talks in her head or out loud. He's like, Mom, Mom, I hear you.
Okay.
Also, he is letting me know that there was a little bit of trauma in his childhood. Did you know anything about that, Brenda?
Yes.
Okay, very good. We won't get into it on this live,
Yep.
but his mom goes back and forth between feeling guilty about it and then trying to justify it, feeling guilty about it and justifying it. And he wants her to know that he chose her. He knew what his life was going to be like before he came to this planet. And he said, I chose you, Mom. I chose you.
That's awesome.
No matter what happened between them, he still absolutely loved her and would do it again, he is saying. Now, Brenda, are you looking for a new job, thinking about switching jobs? What is this job situation that he's talking about?
Yeah. I was currently looking for jobs tonight at my job.
So that would be the confusion. I was like, I feel you working, but I also see you looking for a job. What is going on here?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you were doing. So when spirits talk about things that I don't know, it is a sign that they are around you.
Okay.
Also, he has something to say about that. He's like, kick them to the curb. You have stayed at that job way too long that
Okay.
they, just the energy in that job is really off.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And it has to do with like, he's showing me like middle management. He's showing me you, he's showing me like maybe the owners or CEO, but it's these people in between.
Okay.
And what is your skill set? What do you do?
I am a correctional officer.
Oh, that is a tough environment.
It can be.
I'm not seeing you leaving. So I don't know where you would work and still be a correctional officer. I'm still seeing you doing that, just in a different environment. Have you been looking at other correctional officer jobs?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You are
Yep.
on the right path. I'm seeing to don't leave what you're doing. You bring a lot of positivity to it.
Yep.
I can't imagine what it's like to work in that environment. I'm sure it's still male dominated and yeah.
It is, but my passion is there. I enjoy helping them to get back into society.
Yes, 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 yes. And it's, the people around you, and that's, you get to learn a lot being a psychic medium. And I didn't realize how like male dominated it is and the egos involved, not with the people that are in jail, but your coworkers.
Yep.
I'm sorry you're dealing with that. I mean, I hear so much of it. Your cousin is talking about you're going to almost make a lateral move, but it will be worth it. Like everyone, of course, wants to switch jobs and make more money. I hear you making about the same, but it's going to be worth it because this new job you get is going to open up new opportunities to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Miss Brenda did a good job. Oh, she has to close it down.
Disconnect.
Yes, there you go. Because she invited. I'm used to inviting the people, so I'm the one that has to disconnect. But she had to disconnect. That was interesting. She did a really good job. I appreciate Brenda this morning. Not only did she claim this guy who was hanging out there, she also learned how to work some social media. All right. Do you have someone you want me to read today, Dee?
Megan wants her mom.
Who?
Megan?
Megan, you said?
Yes, and she hasn't given me a name.
All right, no problem. All right, Miss Megan, are you still on here? If you're still on here, please let us know. Type a hello. You're very welcome, Brenda. And you know what, Brenda, you are getting a lot of support. I didn't realize that a lot of my people must have, I don't know if they worked in that same environment, but you were getting a lot of support when I was like, I did not realize. Someone said here the felons inmates are much better than the officers. I just know that I have encountered some things in my readings about some of the officers. All right. Okay. Megan Cooper. She said she wanted her mom.
Right.
Okay. Megan, the first person I see. So can you go live? Let's see here. I have no rules today. I'm like all over the place. No, Megan can't. I don't know if she has enough followers or if she is private. Okay. So what I hear with this lady stepping up is instantly I'm in a lot of pain. It's very rare that spirits step up and instantly make me be in pain or something like that. I'm just feeling my whole body is hurting. So your mom hasn't told me yet what she passed of. I will tell you my body is hurting. I'm coughing. I'm weak. I feel like I cannot hardly keep anything down. She is showing me that before she got sick, she was very vibrant and she loved music. Like I'm just hearing her bebopping around. I'm hearing a lot of music in the background. She was always on the go, always wanting to go and do something. She is teasing me this past Saturday, which I never get to do this, and so I really relished it, as I spent a whole day. I went from my pajamas to sweats and didn't do my hair, didn't do my makeup, none of that. And so your mom is talking about that was not her. She was always going to be on the go. There was never been a day that she would have been sitting around being lazy like me, just because she loved to be on the go. All right, Miss Megan, does it sound like your mom? If it doesn't, please just say, no, I don't think that's my mom. And okay, yes, that's her. Very good. So for everyone listening, that's the reason I describe the spirits, just because I ask for them doesn't mean that's the one I get. And so I have them confirm. But Megan said, yep, it's her. All right, Miss Megan, your mom is telling me that she uses clairalience to get to you a lot, which is clear smell. So you have smelled her and you have not been paying attention. And she's saying, heads up, pay attention. So be conscious of your environment. Also, you have what I call imposter syndrome. You just don't think that you have the ability to hear her, see her. And she is saying that you absolutely do. Also, Megan, she wants to talk about what a great support you were to her towards the end of her life. You really were you were there to help her laugh you are someone who makes a joke. Like if things start getting too heavy, if the energy is too dense, you make a joke. I'm not judging because I do the same thing. And your mom is, oh, you were just such a blessing to her in her life, especially towards the end, with your ability to make her laugh, with your ability to bring so much joy and light into the room. So please make sure that you are not forgetting what a gift that is. Your mom is showing me you are, of course, so bear with me here. You know how we're in our own skin. We are with our us all the time because we know ourselves so much, because we are with us so much, we forget what makes us special. And your mom is saying that's what makes you special, is your ability to just bring such love and light into a room, to love on others, to make people laugh. That is absolutely a superpower. Whenever you are, you can't be depressed and laughing at the same time. It's just virtually impossible. Yes, can you fake a smile? You can. But I'm not talking about faking a smile. I'm talking about a true joy that is felt in your heart. You can't be depressed and have that joy, and you bring joy. And your mom is saying, don't forget that. Don't forget your superpower. All right. Thank you, Miss Megan, for letting me read your mom. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see who we have here. I have a gentleman stepping up. Okay. I have a gentleman stepping up, but you're very welcome, Megan. And I had to stop for a minute because he stepped up and I heard the word Maggie, which was all up in my ego. For one thing, I have a man and I'm hearing the name Maggie, which I clearly don't think that was his name. And then I just finished reading Megan. I was like, oh my goodness, am I getting these names confused? All right. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I do want to remind everyone on April 22nd of this month, I have a free Zoom event. You can go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. The link is also in the bio under events and register for it. Now, during this hour, someone says, could be me, my father. He nicknamed me Maggie. Okay. So the Flower and Heart. I'm not sure what her name is, but I see Flower and Heart. She said her dad nicknamed her Maggie. Okay, anyway, I will be breaking down readings. So I will be giving a reading, but I'll be telling you how I'm getting that information, and I'm calling these events Demystifying Spirit. All right. I have this dad stepping up, and I heard the name Maggie. I'm hearing that could it have been him? Oh my gosh, I love that I was feeling sad and that he didn't come through. Okay, so I want to address this real quick. It could very well be your dad. I'll get more information from him in just a second. Flower Heart. That's where her emoji is on here. It doesn't have a name. It's Flower Heart. Please don't feel sad if your spirits don't come through. All your people are always around you. Even if they don't step forward I just grab the spirit. So if I don't grab them, blame me. So I just want everyone to know that I was going to ask her to go live. I don't know if she doesn't have enough people. You must have to have 200. She's only 4 short. Okay, I was going to ask Miss Maggie to go live. Can we have 4 people go follow her? I think you have to have 200. Do you have to have 200 people? Do you have to have 200 people to go live? Because she's at 197. Oh, someone just followed her. Do you have to have 200? Is that it? Oh, yes, 200. Someone else says 80, 200. She's almost there. 202. I'm going to ask you to go live. Thank you, people. You are the bomb. Let me ask Maggie to go live here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are always so good. Oh, here I am asking her to go live. Here she comes. Hi, Margaret.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Where are you located?
England.
You're in England?
Yes.
Oh, very good. I just want to thank my followers real quick for getting up to 200 people. I wanted you to go live, so they went and followed you real quick and got you there. So I appreciate my followers.
Okay.
You're so sweet. Okay, so this makes sense with your dad because he was showing me doing a lot of walking, and I wasn't sure what this was about. We in the States don't walk like this man was walking. So, did y'all live close to a town where he would walk to different places, the pub all the time?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I we don't walk like he is showing me. We just don't do that. We're spread too far out. He is saying, Maggie, that in the last 2 years, you have really battled some deep depression. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes. A
He
lot.
is very much saying that he is so proud of your fight and to not let people judge that. Because as I'm saying, he's so proud of your fight. I
Yes.
said the same thing about my cancer one time, and people said, it's not a fight, it's a journey. And basically, I was like, F you, this is my cancer. I'll call it whatever the hell I want.
Um,
And your dad is saying to maybe not use the F bomb because that was my thing. You're too sweet for that. But he is saying to have this same kind of attitude like, this is your journey, this is your fight, and a fight it is.
yes.
He is saying that you are doing a really good job, that to give yourself grace, that he shows that you will have a good day and you'll have a bad 2 days. You'll have a good day, then you'll have a bad 3 days.
Mhm.
And he is saying, don't pay attention to those bad days. You count the good days because those are the ones that matter.
Yes.
He is also showing me there is a little brown dog over there with him. Do you know whose dog this is?
Yes, we had a few dogs.
Okay. This one is, it's a little one. I want to say, gosh, I'm terrible at guessing weights on dogs, but I want to say 10, 12 pounds. I don't know. It kind of has wiry brown hair. Do you know which one it is?
Does it look like a bit like a Yorkshire Terrier?
Yes, like that
Oh, that's
terrier
our old
wiry
dog.
hair.
Yeah, that's my old dog.
Yeah, so your dad wants you to know
Yeah.
that he has the doggy. He's saying, I was about to say, your dad was saying, I found him, but he said, we found each other. We found each other. So just know that your dad
Yeah.
does have the doggy. Also, your dad have you been hearing weird noises in your house, Maggie? Like creaking floors or creaking doors?
Not really, but sometimes.
Pay attention to that because your dad is showing me that he is making your house make noises. He was trying to get your attention, like he was dropping in claircognizantly, clairvoyantly, and so you weren't getting those. So he's like, screw this, I'm just going to make some noise. So pay attention to the noises in your house. Those are your dad.
Thank you.
Of course. One last thing, he is saying, I love you, baby girl, and never forget it. Now, there must be something significant to that because I don't let spirit step up and just say, I love you, unless it means something.
He used to tell me that, and he used to sometimes call me that.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, my goodness. All right.
He died when I was 13.
Oh, thank you, Maggie, for letting me read him today. I so appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, what a sweet soul she was. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of psychic. Y'all know the drill. Put your questions in there. So whenever we do psychic, I was just reading. So she was so sweet, right? And I didn't even notice earlier before I started reading her, she said, I hope the readings go to whoever wants it most. Wasn't that sweet of her? I mean, she was just such a sweet soul. And her dad did have me quite confused whenever I had a man and he kept saying Maggie. I was like, oh my goodness, I know your name is not Maggie. Is the R... Okay. Karen Shelton wants to know, is the R person her person? And is he being faithful? So we have two questions. So if you are claircognizant, you're just going to know the answer. Clairvoyant, you're going to get some kind of symbol. Clairaudient, you're going to hear the answer. And clairsentient, you're going to feel it. Okay, so Karen wants to know, is the R person my person? And is he being faithful? What are y'all getting on that? Okay, what are you getting, Dee? Is he?
No.
D got no and no. We're getting a lot of no's and no's. Oh my goodness. Okay, is it her person? I'm getting a no. And is he being faithful? Okay, I'm getting that this is me. I'm getting that he is, and I'm wondering if this is why people are getting no and no. I'm getting that he's not really your person. And I was getting that, yeah, he's being faithful because, yeah, he wants to right now. And just because there's nothing else out there. But given the opportunity, I don't think he would be faithful. Mother Oracle is, for now, it's your person, and no. Right, I love that. I don't know. Last night I was live and I was talking about the same thing, how someone can be your person for now, but not forever. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question, not specifically for this person, but just, did Cole make it to heaven? Everyone makes it to heaven, even people that personally I wonder about. So I joke about this, but it's not really a joke, it's the truth. That's why Jesus didn't give me or any other mortal that book of who's allowed into heaven, because I have read people in heaven that if I had been with the book at the door checking them in, I've been like, Jesus, you made a mistake. This person here, they're not supposed to be in here. Everyone makes it to heaven. And I know I've heard some horrible things coming back that mediums have said about, oh, your person didn't make it there, or oh, they're stuck. No one gets stuck, and everyone makes it to heaven. You're going home. You don't get lost. Okay, Brittany wants to know, did my dad truly pass from an accidental overdose? Did Brittany's dad pass from an accidental overdose? What are y'all hearing? Jen is saying yes. We have a no. What are you feeling?
My first instinct was no. He did.
Okay. We are hearing a lot. We're getting a lot of no's, a couple of yeses. D's first instinct was no. I got that it was an accidental overdose, but what I'm also feeling is that he really didn't care. And so sometimes that is very subtle energy to read. And so I'm not surprised we got a lot of no's, because I'm feeling that he just didn't care. Like he was, D is like, oh yeah. And so I do want to also say, this is what happens whenever you get to learn mediumship with a teacher. Instead of floundering through the energies, we talk about it. Why are you getting a no when, let's dig deep into the energy. So I feel like that he had actually, it was an accident, but he also didn't try to stop it. He didn't care. Okay, let's see. Oh, Miss Jen. Let's answer this question for Miss Jen. She says, is my daughter ever going to talk to me again? Okay, so now we're going to take this a little bit further. Whatever the answer, whether it's yes or no, I want y'all to put yes or no. Is her daughter ever going to talk to her again? And then how could she change that energy, or how could she speed it up? What could she do to change it? Sissy is saying in time. Vera is saying no. Sissy is saying it will take work. Yes. What are you feeling, Dee?
It's going to take some work, but possible.
Okay, so yes. Letting her come to you. Yes, if you let your walls down. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah just put a great lead in, because I was like, how am I going to, someone says giving her space, but supporting her. Okay, so what I'm about to say, honey, I don't think you're going to like it. I know you're not, but sometimes we need to own the things we did as parents, and that can be difficult. And I'm hearing that there's a situation you're not seeing from your daughter's point of view. I'm not saying your daughter is 100% accurate, but no one ever is. In any given situation, there's my opinion, Dee's opinion, and then there's the truth somewhere in between. So I'm saying that you need to really see things from your daughter's point of view. I'm not saying you need to agree with her, but understand where she is coming from. Okay, let's see. Booyah wants to know what the people are assuming about her son. Is it true? So Booyah says she has a son. People are assuming something about him. Is it true? Oops. Hit the wrong thing. I'm trying to scroll. Is it true? What are you getting, Dee?
No.
Alyssa is saying no. Dee said no. I'm hearing yes.
Ooh.
Lots of no's, though. One yes. And Sarah is saying not fully. AB is saying some, but somewhat. And Bob, somewhat. Okay, so I'm saying yes. D got no, and there was lots of no's though. And then some people said, yeah, not fully. Some of it is. Good morning, California. All right, let me scroll back up. Okay, AB wants to know, how will my brother's trial go in May? So let's break it down. Will AB's... That's hard. That's hard for everyone to answer, so let me just answer that. It's hard for y'all to put in the comments. It's not going to go, it's going to go kind of middle of the road is what I'm hearing. So it's not going to be as awful as it could be, but certainly not as good as he would like it to either. Queen Biatch. Did my brother get hurt before passing? So Queen Biatch wants to know, did her brother get hurt before passing? Did her brother get hurt before passing?
No.
Dee, we're not agreeing today.
Oh no, what's going on?
Jen is saying no. Sissy is saying no. Several yeses. Dee is saying no. I think he did. Now, sometimes it could be because Dee is so sweet. Like sometimes I've noticed that Dee is so sweet, she will have I wouldn't say a hard time, but like if I sit with it, like when I say, okay, follow this energy line, she's like, oh yeah, I can see that. Dee just cannot bring herself to say bad news. She's so sweet. Clearly I'm not as sweet. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining me. I'm about to go get ready. Tuesdays are my busy days. So I'm back to back. I'm going to go do some meditation and get ready for my readings today. I want to thank everyone for joining me. I will be live again Thursday morning for a subscription only live. Maybe in between, we'll see, but certainly Thursday morning. Thank you. Everyone have a great day. And don't forget, if you want to register for my free Zoom event coming up, it is on my website. Link is in the bio, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under the events. And I break down readings. It's called Demystifying Spirit. Y'all have a great day.